Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Here we go. 70. Indy. 47. You don't want this. 5.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got his man. This is Tate. 27 yards there, a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Go! 18 Gator.
51. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
McManus on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
66. Bullet high. Bravo. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill, kill. Turn up. Kill. Gone. Kill.
On the ground, Kamara. And
fucking
forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. 8, read.
Better bring it. You better.
Scene 6.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
47, Mike, 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Check nickel.
Set, go.
From the gun, Love. And Wilson has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Big 7, let's go. Ready, go.
From the red zone now, they'll
I
look to
can't
throw.
actually believe that I threw that. And where's my guy going, man? Like,
Brandon,
where
this is why
he running?
golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey!
Me. 47's the
Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start
Oh
on the
my
ground.
God.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Echo!
Kill.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You can't block me, Con. 132 fight.
at the 8-yard line.
Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got Smith here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Hey, orbit. Breathe, defense. Fight.
Here's Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the well. Hey, check.
Running with Kamara. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 57 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Saints' 46-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
Come on.
Ready.
Minshew sets to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the ground, this is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Echo. Hey, check Mike 11, check Jet. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Check hot route.
Operating from the gun. Love. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready. 160 outlaw. 7. And go.
Throwing on first down. Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Red. 8. Reed. Blue dark corkers. Blue dark corkers. Come on, boy. And go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On the ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Minshew. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Past the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Oh my God.
And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, let's get this.
To throw on second down. Love. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I got one. Hey, check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw.
Yeah, that was dumb.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter.
That was a good throw, too.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, come on, man.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna be ready?
From the 45 on second down, Minshew. That's complete to the tight end
Come
sample.
on.
And this
Where
time
are
he's
my
able to take it
fumbles
down
at?
to the 42.
Here we go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Got it.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Come on,
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Love. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Love. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Way to go! That's what I'm talking about.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I'm coming! I'm coming!
Hey, high 7.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic.
Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Kamara. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Instant block though.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Again, it's Kamara.
Oh my
and he struggles
God,
to get
man.
a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 30.
I'm lagging like half a second to that. Oh my God.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Love. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will be very close. To a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ready, take, read.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
I can't believe they even let you play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Yo, trip is
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go!
Dash, go now!
Hey, exit! Greystone travel.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Ready!
On 4th down, Minshew. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Focus, defense, focus.
Watch out.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw. Morgan. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Morgan on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Fire.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That's it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Wow.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
80 weapon, 80 weapon. Ready, go.
On second down, Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
61. Matchbox, light. Rush in. Rush in. Check. Haywood. Check 24.
Shift. Switch, switch, switch. Switch, switch.
49, check 49, check 49.
You go tight. You got tight.
Lock it.
You got tight right there.
Under 10, under 10.
Go.
Back to throw.
Double up.
Love.
He's coming, double up.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. They find some open field here.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
quarter. You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
No. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Hey.
Motion backfield.
Check three.
Ready, go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Check back 11. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Under crunch.
Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Keep playing hard.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for New Orleans, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to